football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between a tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100.
He lost one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started?
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farr. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
To the air on 1st down. Got the tight end outside. Nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps the play going. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and close it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The run from the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll try it again. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a...
Touchdown, LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for space. It's Woods. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Got his man all by himself. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside kid picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. With the catch, it's awesome. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Horns up and ready to hook Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some... averages, you might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Woods.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Put it in the window for the score. And
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They get him on the... after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
Quick release on the RPO.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front and not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit.
Turning it on! Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates. Uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the... Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Quinn. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. power football with the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. New set of downs after the completion. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Trying the left side. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive. Pitch this play.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things.
Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here.